Well, happy Friday from the National Real Estate Cafe with Don Gino and Gino Fronti for your daily dose of real estate market updates. And today is a doozy.
It's a very happy Friday for a lot of us out here, and especially in the mortgage world, and anything that has to do with our economy. Because the truth of the matter is, this is a very soft, mild form of stimulus that we have going, Don.
That's right. I wish I can't reach our crystal ball, but we were sitting at the table with the Fed trying to decide if rates are going to go up. And we said, we don't think so. There's not enough ammunition for them to make a change yet. And all the big chiefs were sitting around trying to decide whether they're going to raise the interest rates or not. That's short-term interest rates, but it does affect all the economy. So the decision was not whether it's going up or down, because we're basically at the bottom. It was whether
Can't go down from zero, as you told me last week, Don. He reminded me.
So, yeah, because you're like, it's going to go up or down. And I go, no, I don't need a down arrow. So it was either going to stay the same, which is basically 0 to 0.25%, or it was going to go up. And that was the decision. Well, this is Janet Yellen smiling just like you, just like me, because here's the decision. No change. So
Which
that's
is
good news. Yeah, good news.
It is good news. It's good news for the economy that there's no change yet. That means they're willing to let the economy run a little bit. Even though the economy is improving, one of the reasons that you raise rates is to hold down inflation. But with commodity prices in the tank, thank goodness, that I think made things a lot easier for them.
I agree. So what the good news is this means that basically they feel inflation's tame, and that's good news for all of us. We don't need our prices going up too much. But the other news is when they do raise interest rates, it's probably a good thing. That means we are dealing with inflation. That means prices are going up, including your home prices. And that means the economy's doing better, meaning people are getting paid more. So it's a win-win. So right now we're waiting for that stimulus to prove that the economy is really robust and we have to be concerned with inflation.
Now, let's be honest here. If China never happened, the
True.
result would have been very different.
100%.
So
That's
be
why we
aware
knew.
that this is kind of a last chance Charlie situation, that if China stabilizes now and nothing else happens in China and Greece doesn't come back in the picture and the rest of the world's a little stable, next Fed meeting you're getting a hike.
And that's very sound words for someone who actually didn't see Janet Yellen giving her speech after the Fed decision, because that was her exact words was, the economy's doing pretty well, inflation's kind of tame. We thought about raising interest rates, but they're concerned about the economies abroad.
Nice.
Meaning Europe and China, just like Gino said. So that's why they didn't make a change yet, but they're going to be watching carefully. So it could happen soon, so don't get too excited.
So for more updates like this, check us out at NREcafe.com. Oh, you want to talk about rates?
Yeah, how's it affecting interest rates?
Well, it's good. We talked about that.
Yeah. Well, bottom line, you saw on this chart, the big red candle, was everybody in fear what was going to happen. They didn't know, so they all basically protected themselves. And now there's a sense of meaning the green candle is good, meaning interest rates should be improving. So that's good news for all of us.
But this just brings it back to where they were before the fear of this week. So still great interest rates in the low 4s in most cases, high 3s for some. Really great opportunity to buy a home right now.
All right. So just like Janet Yellen on this slide, we're all smiling. Hopefully you are too. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week on the National Real Estate Cafe. You can get these by texting NREC to the number 58885.